Hi, party people. Happy Wednesday. It is March 16th, and let me just double check that this is working okay. Yeah, it is working okay. Zip, 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 zip. It's been a while since I've been streaming any of my process, and I thought today would be a good day as any. First off, let me show you where this started and where it will potentially end up. So it started a Nomad. You can see my little wee pup here, who is going by the name of Steve Bijou. Let me just get this little pop-up window out of the way here. Hold up. And I'm loving him. I'm just loving him through and through. But as you can see, he is totally bodiless right now. So we got to do something about that. But before I do that, I thought it'd be fun exercise just to create a little lookbook of different outfits you could possibly wear, and then maybe put that to a vote. But yeah, that is what Steve Bijou is looking like right now. A little bit of a play on the Wes Anderson film, The Life Aquatic, with Bill Murray, who goes by the name of Steve Zissou. And I thought this is a fun way to play with that. Ooh, it looks like it is. Are we frozen on this side? Oh, it's just catching up. I think it's between all the streaming things that I'm doing at the same time. You know what? Shut off the music for now. That might help a little bit. Okay. So let's go back. Oop, don't want to do that. Let's make sure to save. Cool. So you can see that little pose there, right? And then we can go back here. And we have, I think I've done 4 different little versions of Steve here. So there's 1, there's 2, him in his PJs, 3, looking kind of like a French robber, and 4, tracksuit. And that one's actually also based on another Wes Anderson film, the tracksuit that Ben Stiller wears in, I think it's the Royal Tenenbaums, if I remember correctly. So there we go. And this one's very, sorry, not this one. This one is, oh, it is definitely not keeping up on the stream, is it? Because I'm already back somewhere else. So I'm using this, this one piece of software. Okay, there we go. Let's view. I think if I have it in the foreground, it'll work. That's how I'm streaming the iPad to the stream itself, is through an app called Let's View. It works rather well, but I think I just need to make sure that I am always have it in the forefront so it doesn't lag behind. So you'll see me looking down a lot at this point just because I'll be focusing in on that. So let me see. I'm thinking of just using a very specific subset of colors right now. Let's clear this one out. Cool. And I don't get to play in Procreate quite as much as I'd like to these days, so this is just a nice opportunity to do so. I'm going to put the music back on. Hopefully that way you don't have to hear me drone on for ages. Make sure Let's View is up, yeah. I might play a little bit for a while before I just really start going in on coloring, just because I want to see what my choices are for textures, like this charcoal, for instance. So yeah, this outfit is really based on a character called Gus, or Goose, in the beautiful graphic novel by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples called Saga. And if you don't know that character, you should definitely look it up. It's super cute. Actually, you know, something I want to try here is I just want to mask off the Oshkosh Bagosh here and see that way. go. I think I want a little bit of a brighter yellow. Yeah. There we go. So see, that masked it off really nice. What does a willow look like? Willow's quite pretty nice, actually. And I honestly don't want to get too precious with this, just because A, I just want to have fun with this, but B, it's not meant to be any sort of like final production type of artwork. My idea in my head is thinking about, he's probably going to be helming some sort of ship. And in my head, it's a floating ship, like a hovering ship. I've been seeing a lot of really adorable artwork around like floating ships and floating cars, and so I'm sort of obsessed with the idea of making one just for him. And this could be a possible short. I'm not promising anything, but I had a lot of fun on the last one, and so I thought, well, I think I want to do this again. Burnt tree. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, that's a nice little texture. Let's see what the spray paints are like. Oh, let me even make sure this is actually streaming. Oh, good. We're good. We are good. Let me double check on the various channels. Cool. We are good. So I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm hanging there, personally. Doing stuff like this is a very, very good way for me to not get too bogged down with world events as terrible as they are right now, you know. Let's invert that. Oop, let me see. What did I just do there? I did something wrong. Yeah. Invert. Like I said, I am not as used to... I've been so obsessed with mobile sculpting at this point, even more so than doing any VR, that I'm a little bit rusty with things like this, so forgive me. Right, so if I do that, can I invert? So this is a way to move parts, by the way, so if I wanted to just move that selection, I could, but I don't. So let's get that to where it was. But I do want to invert this, and I'm trying to remember how to do that in a way. Well, maybe I can't. No matter. Let's get some... a little bit of color into the shirt. What do we want? I think it's just going to be a plain white shirt, but we need some grays in there. So maybe we go back to the bright gray. I like that red. That might be something so you can lock off, you can alpha lock your drawing, and then, you know, fill in these parts nicely. Super easy. Yeah, but I can't say enough about how much fun I'm having just doing stuff on an iPad and then bringing those things into Blender and having even more fun from there. The world is kind of your oyster in that sense. Once you can bring everything together, I'm just going to turn the music down a little bit. Cool. And this, I really should be just concentrating on the primary big block colors. That way I can play even more with shading. So let's do that with a hat. Even sketching this out was really pleasurable for me too. One of the things I like, you know, the fact that I can do this on an iPad, obviously it's very, very like mobile from spot to spot, but the fact that I can just like watch something on the telly and not have to overly focus, something really nice about that. It can really zen out quite nicely. So let's put that back in the reds. Cool. You can see how the alpha lock also, you can do really fun things with the actual outlines too, but I don't want to touch that yet. Again, it would be super easy for me to just get lost. Not lost, but disappearing down the rabbit hole there. Let's see, let's do a little bit of... Oh, let's do the shoes next. Whoops. That's what it does. I don't want it to do that. Got it. So trying to figure out how to do multiple selections at once. I'm sure there's a way to do it. The beautiful thing about Procreate is that it has such a deceptively simple interface, but it can do all these things that, you know, unless you're kind of in the know, they're a little bit hidden in terms of little interface tricks. And I think it's very purposeful that they do that, so they still keep it the UI super clean, but also give pro users a lot of leeway to do more polished things. Should And the same for the shoes. Okay, cool. You can see he's wearing these little gloves. And again, that has to do with the fact that he is, yeah, he's a driver of sorts. That's all I know. In my head, that's kind of what's happening. Let's see what kind of smudging we can do here. Actually, I want something that'll help me with the fur. I wonder if that'll help. Yeah, it's slightly furry-ish. I only have a few customized brushes in here just because it's so overwhelming to begin with that I almost feel like I haven't earned the right to really go down that path. But you know, like I tried a few gumroad brushes out, and I have yet to really figure out what I love. I think that's part of the thing about mastering an app like this is either going the route of customizing your own brushes or finding brushes that you really like and then customizing those. I haven't gone down that path yet, so yeah, let's just try that side first. Maybe we get a little bit of light in here too, just a little bit of that way when I smudge together, he's just not all gray essentially. The real challenge to sculpt his hair in Nomad, but I got some nice tips, and the eyes too. I really worked hard on the eyes and the hair, and a lot of that was from tutorial assistance from both Glenn Southern's channel as well as Erica Kassab's Small Robot Studios. I'm going to continue promoting them as much as I possibly can for whoever watches, because I think for people who are beginning in Nomad Sculpt, it's a really those two are really great for kind of covering a vast variety of topics, but also just art practice alone. They're really great. So big shout out to them. Oh, see that mask made this like, that looks funny. I want to see if I can get a nice little texture for the hair itself. I'm trying to find one. Yeah, something close to that. Something that gives me just a little hair of detail. See what I'm saying? There we go. Then we can sort of, so here's where, here we'll do it reversed. We'll go this way, that, boom. And then, what I mean by reverse is masking towards the end, so that way when I bring back the smudge, it won't go outside the magic wand. Oops. In the original, his eye color is a nice brown. Like, you know, for that breed especially, you wouldn't normally see that color. But I don't know if that's what I want. What brush is that? Like that. Oh, so that's strange. The color isn't really matching what I have. I wonder if that's oh, that's weird. What's going on here? Doesn't look good. Weird. Oh, the opacity isn't up. That was strange. You know what I should do? I should go back to this inking brush. I really like these inking brushes a lot. That's how I drew that. I think this is the exact inking brush I used, in fact. Ink brush. It's kind of sad, huh? Little world weary. There's also these beautiful luminance brushes. Some nice sort of bloom effects. Although, you know, now that I'm looking at this, I wonder, trying some blue eyes, how that feel? It's a little bit more hopeful, I feel like. Why don't we stick with that? And then I'll use the same brush. See if that's... Actually, I like that. Let's choose... Get a little bit more shadow in there. Hard shadows. He's a bit of an old dog. Old dog with new tricks. I love, so I'm still relatively new to this pencil. I love the double tap on the top, which is so cool. Like, double tap and it goes back to the ink. You know what? I think I like my old brush better. Yeah. Just checking on the state of the stream here, making sure everything's running okay. I think it is. Yep, we're good. Oh, how did I get this errant green? green gray. How'd you get in there? Gotta roll up those sleeves. Gotta roll up those sleeves. Oh, forgot the turtleneck part of this. Very important. Oops. Oh, by the way, I do have the original here, so you can see how I basically did, I inked over this, essentially. Again, so that's where it began, and then here's where we are. Let me take a look, just lighting reference-wise, what I want to bring into the painted version. I like the little button highlight on the nose. Some darker hues on the beanie, or the toque, as Canadians would say, on the toque. And then, yeah, I think that's why I sort of unconsciously went for this sort of hot highlight on the nose and the mustachio, because, yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure if I really want to push it that much more at this point. I'm pretty happy with where things are. Let's do a little luminance on that. In fact, what I'll do is I will color this back in, and then just do the luminance. Yeah. Change the music. I'm finding it said it. I'm finding royalty-free music, so that way I don't get dinged. Okay, our little sailor looks pretty good, I feel like. It looks brighter on this screen than my screen. How funny. What did I say? I wanted the this to be a little darker. The beanie, I mean. What was I using for that? I was using... Oh, I like that leather wood. Oh, whoops. Oh, that's how I can get... Okay, okay, I see you. That's how I can get additional... It's an interesting brush. It's a little bit of wear and tear. Also, okay, now I figured out how to do multiple points. All it is just continuing to draw and then pressing those little gray circles. I got it. Because we need to make these silverish. Oh, I never touched the gloves. I feel like they're green. Yeah, that feels right. Uh-oh, I'm going to be getting whatever that is. Oh, that's strange. It's not going darker. Wait, what? What the heck? Did I do that on the wrong layer? Weird. Doesn't do that on the fat nozzle. Okay, got it. do that one more time. Bravo. All right, well, we got one down, pretty much. Let me do the shoes. Keep on finding things I want to touch up. Hello. Oh. All right. Now I can do super OCD stuff like getting highlights back in somehow, if I so choose, which I do kind of. It's almost like reverse inking in a way, you know? Oops. But I won't bother you all with that. I just want to show you a little bit of the process today. Hope you had some fun watching, and I'll have those other 3 up for you all to see. Take care, everyone.